It doesn't really matter what time of year it actually is. I could have cranberry sauce anytime. I'm such a fan, but it does make me feel like in the holiday spirit. So even if it's July, want to get in the holiday spirit, this is the video for you. Let me show you how to make a really beautiful cranberry sauce, but we're gonna roast it like honey roasted pears, bit of gorgonzola, a little fresh salad. It's good all year long. Let me show you how I like to do it. Now for my cranberry sauce, I do want to start with my red onion. Cut this pretty thin. I mean, like, don't go overboard. You don't need a mandolin unless you wanted to break it out. By all means, I am a huge fan of the mandolin, but you do want some thin sliced red onion. I'm going right on the griddle top here. So use an aluminum pan, use a saute pan, whatever you like, a bit of oil and add your onions. Now, I also want to add just a touch of herbs to this as well. A bit of rosemary goes a long way. The reason I'm adding it in the beginning is because as all those flavors start to come out, as it starts to cook, the oils from the herbs start to penetrate into the onions, and that's what I'm looking for. Stir every once in a while. You don't want full caramelization, right? We're not making French onion soup here, but you do want the onions to break down until they're very, very soft and all the sugar has started to come out. Now it's time to start adding the rest of our goodies. We're gonna start with the star of the show, my cranberries. Honestly, I don't eat cranberries in any other way than just this because they're by themselves not great, so they need sugar, a decent amount of sugar. I'm also going in with some balsamic vinegar. The acidity and the sweetness really make this dish work in a way like it's just cranberry sauce. Now I want to add some orange zest. Now when you think of the flavor of orange, it's really in the zest. So you don't go past the color, like don't go past the orange. You don't want to get to the pithy white, but you do want some of that gorgeous zest. It's the oil of orange. It's really going to ignite this dish into a new flavor category. But we also do want the juice as well. But the zest is really where it's at. So the juice and the zest of, let's do 1 orange for this amount. Then 1 stick of cinnamon and mix it all up. Now we're gonna let this go for, again, another 10 or 15 minutes or so. Cranberry sauce might be called a labor of love, right? Like we took some time on the onions because we want to develop the flavor. Now we're gonna take some time on the cranberries because as they start to burst, all of that beautiful juice comes out and something called pectin comes out as well, which is gonna thicken it up and make it nice and jammy, make it cranberry saucy. That's how you would say it, CJ. That's how I would say
Saucy.
it. So saucy, but use a spoon. When you get to that point, you can start mashing it around and you really start to see it coming together. It'll thicken up as you mash and mix, but that's it. That is a stunning cranberry sauce for any turkey, any holiday event. That's your go-to cranberry sauce recipe. I'm gonna go 1 step further because I've got some beautiful pears. I saw some pears this morning at the farmer's market. I wanted to roast them with some honey and I thought, what better than cranberry sauce? So once you've cut them and hollowed them out, that cranberry sauce can go right into that beautiful little hole that we cut out for all the seeds and all that stuff. If you want to, you don't have to, add some gorgonzola. I'm such a fan. Like we've gone from like sweet, some savory, now a bit of funky. Like this is a delicious roasted pear. Honey at the end, drizzle some honey at the end and into the pizza oven on low. We're not cooking the pear. We still want to have some body on the pear, some bite to the pear, but we want to melt the cheese and we kind of want to toast the honey. Like that's just stunning. While that's toasting, let's get to our salad. Very simple salad. Lemon juice, orange juice, and oil. Like you don't even need salt, right? We're going on the sweet side on this one. So give your spring greens, whatever greens you like, a toss in that. They're dressed now, which means they're glossy and shiny, and it's time to plate. The idea of baking a pear with a few other fun ingredients, it elevates our salad. Let's take a bite of this. You could go longer if you wanted, like if you wanted the pear to be a bit softer. I like it super bright and fresh. I don't know if you can see that, Andy, but it is just plump and delicious. And the cranberry sauce.
Why'd you have to funk it up with that cheese?
The little bit, and if you don't like blue cheese, skip it. It's still good without it, but it's so good. Let me get some greens too. I guess we're a vegetarian. Are we in Meatless Monday territory right now?
Kind of feels like it.
It's so good. It's one of those dishes. It takes a minute, don't get me wrong. It takes a minute. But you saw how impressive it looks at the end. Like this is how you can really shine, become a really fantastic cook in your backyard. Very simple techniques, but we elevate that presentation game. Come on, so good, so elegant. Let me know in the comments down below, what would you like to learn in future videos? Do you want to see more stuff like this, or was this too bougie, as CJ would say?
It's a little bougie, but the funk is the problem there.
Not bougie, not funky. Yes, funky, but in a good way. In a funky Colmadina kind of way.
Okay.
Nope. Cool.
What?
All right. He doesn't know, baby.
Wow.
Thank you guys so much for watching. This is Cook, Eat, Repeat, where we like to help you become a better cook one recipe at a time. I'm your host, Chef Nathan Lippi, and I'll see you all in the next episode.